meter synchro competition. Here's the Canadian team of Alexandre Despatie on the right and Reuben Ross on the left.
Great dive for the Canadian pair. That was a back 2.5 in the pike position. There's Arturo Miranda. He's their coach. He's very pleased with it. Great takeoffs. They achieve the same height. They come out of the rotation at the same time, and a great dive for both of them. One of the things I really like about Reuben, and you can see here, is his toe point. If you compare it to Alex's, it's so much better. It's really one of the most beautiful toe points in the world. A great dive on the bottom there for both of them. Nice entry, vertical entry into the water.
And there are the marks for the Canadian team of Despatie and Ross. They score 78.30 with the dive. Alexandre Despatie on the left of your screen, the only diver in history to win a world title on 1, 3, and 10-meter individual.
That was a forward 3.5 in the pike position, and they were really off with their synchronization. It looked like Alex jumped way higher than Reuben. Alex on your left, it looks like he gets up higher. And then it just, you can see it right there. Their synchronization is way off. It'll be interesting to see how much the judges will deduct for that. Individually, the dive is really good. This is a relatively easy dive. It's a forward spinner, so right there they see the water when they come out of their spin, so it's really easy to get that nice straight in entry. But they're going to get hurt on the synchronization scores.
And we should point out that this Canadian duo have only been together since January, and even then they've been training on and off. This is Alexandre Despatie with his new partner Reuben Ross, a 23-year-old University of Miami engineering student.
1, 2, 3, go.
First 2.5 somersaults with 1.5 twists. And they needed that. That's a very difficult dive, and they nailed it. That was terrific. Great synchronization here. These more difficult dives are really tricky in terms of synchronization because there are so many elements that you have to synchronize with your partner. They get into their positions at the same time, right here, into their twist at the same time, into that pike position at the same time. They'll get excellent synchronization scores. And that's a very difficult dive, performed very nicely by both of them.
Remember, the Canadians were coming off a miss, and this dive puts them clearly back into the medal picture. Cesar Anderson, their coach, knows that only too well. Good marks for the Canadians. They score 90.30 with the dive. They're running between the Canadians, the United States, and the Italians. The Italians are in. They put up their total. Now it's the turn of Despatie and Ross to see what they can do with their final dive. They need 80s, high 80s.
We're 3.5 in the tuck position. Wow, that was tremendous. This is a really hard dive, and Alex really can compete under a tremendous amount of pressure, but I haven't seen Reuben do that. This is a really hard dive to finish with. There's so many elements, 3.5 rotations from that standing position, and they both performed that beautifully. Reuben went in the water without a splash. It was terrific.
Remember, the Italians finished with a total of 428.55. What will the Canadians pull up? Coach Arturo Miranda likes it. Will the judges like it as much as Arturo likes it? There it is. The Canadians have done it. 428.64. 0.09 better than the Italians. The Canadians right now in the silver medal position.